What's up, guys? Andrew, Albister, Disto, hello. So yeah, YouTube has been blocking a lot of videos lately, which is kind of annoying. So I just want to see if lowering the music is gonna help. Twitch has kind of some of my more recent videos it hasn't been flagged or anything, so maybe it works. I think when I go for the intermission though, because I'm not speaking, it picks up on the music there, but rip. We started pretty late today. This guy came in and he left for like 15-20 minutes and then he came back just as I was about to start. So I think he's gone for good. I don't know if he comes back, then I don't know. It's like 1:30 though. I think as we get closer to Christmas, people just got more and more deadlines, so these rooms tend to get a bit busier. But oh well. Andrew, how did your startup interview go? Isn't music detection algorithm normalizing volumes on its own, or do they even matter analyzing sound waves? I'm not too sure, actually, but I just figured that if my speaking volume is, you know, kind of greater than the music in the background, then it kind of just distorts it or whatever, so I don't know. Obviously it doesn't really work when I'm not speaking, but there's not much we can do. The interview went great, nice! Also, I'm not an expert, so I probably won't be able to help, but I'll take a look. Oh, this theme. I remember this theme. Oh god, it's too much. Link 1 is the code, link 2 is the problem. For some reason it's saving the score as nan. Player 1 score. Where are you saving score? And what value is score? Oh, where? Score is a variable off screen. Oh, okay. But how are you storing it? Oh, I see. And sum is this. Are you... I guess it doesn't really matter if score 1 is set as a default of 0. I don't know. Let me test it out. You can use let. Kazla, what's up? Hope your stream went well. It looked a lot of fun by the looks of it. Yeah, there you go. It has to be set as a thing. No worries. There you go. You learn something new every day. Kazla, your thing. I have a question about your thing. Curious of that idea you got? Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask about. Like, the thing where you shout out the streamers with that, those videos, how are you doing that? Is that a pre-rendered video. By the way, I live in a fairly small city and someone I went to school with murdered someone else I went to school with last night. Oh. Yikes. Did you know them well? Damn. I couldn't imagine that happening. Actually, I kind of can. Just because I went to school in the same place for a long time. Same people tend to crop up every now and then. Pre-made video. I asked streamers to send me clips and I put it together. We'll be adding more as I go. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because my idea was, because I've worked with clips before for the instant replay overlay that like does a replay of stuff, and it would be interesting if to make an overlay that automatically pulls clips from like the past week or month from like channels that you can set, and then like just display them, and maybe you could have an animated transition between each of them, and then like automatically display the channel name and stuff like that. It would be interesting, because literally that would just be a bunch of videos and then you could just queue them up. And that way, every time you run the overlay, the clips will be different every time, and the order as well, if you want to like shuffle them. And it would just like update itself. And then obviously if a certain person like doesn't have clips from whenever, it could just like pull it from all time clips or something, if they haven't been streaming recently. And then you could just like add people as you go. Just all you need is like a list of names, and it would do it. That would be pretty awesome, actually. Maybe we'll have to do that. Zylo Freak, what's up? I'm pretty indifferent to it. The dude had a daughter, so it's pretty sad. Oh. Rip. Rest in peace. That is, very unfortunate. I'm kind of lucky that kind of, well, it probably does. Maybe I just don't hear about it. At least from my childhood friends. I was gonna ask you something about that. Would be amazing. That way we wouldn't have to remake it. Yeah, that would be cool. Can we please do that? Yeah, I think we should. Sounds like a really fun project, actually. I haven't worked with clips for a hot second, so that would definitely be an awesome thing. The only thing I might not be too sure about is a transition, because mixing canvas and DOM would be annoying, but I feel like there's definitely enough. No, I would be able to use anime. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think I can use anime to make a transition and then have it just transition every time you when the video ends, just do a transition and move to the next video. Remember, you can animate the text as well. That would be cool. I think my take on it was I was going to have a curated list of videos for some of my streamer friends, and when I do a shout out scene, it would pull a clip and display it. Oh, nice. I do have something like that, actually. I don't think I have it on me, or do I? I don't think I do. But I think it's on my Twitter if you scroll back far enough. I worked on it just before the summer. So it was basically an instant replay overlay, so you could just type exclamation replay in chat to clip the last 30 seconds, and then it would show up on screen. But then you could also do replay space and then a clip link, and then it would display the clip on screen as well, and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun to do. Video element, yeah, true. I have a similar thing for the starting screen, but well, not this starting screen, it was a new one that I was trying to make, but didn't get too far with it. But yeah, I think it's just easiest to do it in DOM. I don't need to do it in Canvas. I can just animate. Text doesn't need to be too flashy, and the transition, it could just be a bunch of shapes. You asked, but I didn't think you saw my reply. Interview went great. Nice. I'm glad. So you just have one more interview. That would be next week, and I'm sure you'll smash it. City interview. Gonna be sweet. So we do have the sub alert now, I think. Oh right, we haven't handled subs that are greater than 13 months. And also that thing isn't appearing properly. Rip. I think maybe we should have it start from 0. You just make cool projects. I can't seem to find the time to actually... If there's anything that you need me to go over specifically, I'm happy to do that in stream. Feel free to ask. I'm pretty bad at naming my VODs, so it kind of can be a hassle to search through the YouTube videos. Plus they keep getting taken down because YouTube hates music. They said there's a second interview if I get it, and it won't be until next week, so I still be able to go to the city one. Nice! Oh good, so they're not like clashing. That would have been awkward. The only thing I would be a must-have would be the clip. Oh okay, yeah, for sure. The transition is just something that would be like super smooth, like going from one to the next. But yeah, just playing the next one after the video ends would be pretty doable. And then just changing the text to be whatever the person's Twitch thing is. And it could maybe even display the title of the clip if people wanted to go watch it again. Or, well, I don't know. Those titles might be Monka S. Probably better to leave that out actually. I appreciate it, I just don't have the time to practice set it all myself, holidays and working. Oh yeah. Oh, and you're buying a new home. That is congratulations on that, by the way. It's pretty big news. You are pretty packed, so don't worry about it. My big fear is that I was gonna have to turn this one down because it's city and then not getting. Oh yeah. $40 hours work, yeah, rip. That crown thingy looks weird there. It's a sticker. It's for Prime subs. It just pops up whenever someone subs with Prime. Prime 3. Alright, Andrew. They reached their third their badge. And it should move. Oh yeah, so it did go on resub. So if someone does a new sub, then it would be like that, wouldn't it? Oh, that wasn't a Prime sub. Rip. There we go. And it doesn't look like it's lagging too much anymore because we're running at 60 FPS, so neat. Neataroonie. We do need to do the gifted subs though. I'm not sure how. Oh, let me fix the resub thing first. Retail. Oh, Forvana is the reason why Forvana hasn't been around recently is because he's working retail now as well. So rip. I feel for you guys. As someone who has done fast food cashiering, I completely understand. Another one bites the dust. I wouldn't wish retail work in the Christmas season on my worst enemies. I know, right? I always try to be nice. If I'm around, just around the Christmas season and I happen to be interacting with cashiers, I try to be respectful and because I think everyone needs to work retail at least once, and probably around the Christmas season as well, just to have an appreciation of the kind of things that they have to go through. It should be like just compulsory. I think working in retail since a young age is really, yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Retail and fast food and stuff like that is a lot of people's first jobs, and it really does like provide some perspective growing up. So there is always that, but yeah, I agree with Solid Free. It probably shouldn't be somewhere that you spend like forever, but no offense to people who do. Some people like it for its semi-stability if you have a certain position. Someone save me. Don't worry, everyone gets their break sooner or later. Okay. So we don't want to do this bar thing if they are more than 14 months. 12 months, because you get 12 months in a year. That's right. Zylo Freak, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. And the thing failed. Great. Yeah. I think that's because I don't have it set up on that port yet. I think I only have it set up on tests, but let me I think I should be able to replay it so that we can actually see it. And that reminds me, I need to go find that thing now. Let's find out what that was doing. There we go. So this is the actual event. So this is interesting, by the way, if you use Stream Elements. Their event payloads differ. So this is the test one down here. As you can see, you get event amount, which is the number of months. It's 1. The avatar, which I don't really know why, but okay. Name and tier. Why can you gift anonymously now? Oh yeah, it's the I think just because some people, if they gift a lot, and it shows up in chat like the number of subs they've gifted, they get like harassed in their whispers, and people like begging them for subs, which is kind of Monka-esque. Does the overlay ever show the shared message? It does not, no. I couldn't really think of a good reason why I'd want to. Just because message can still be Monka-esque, and I usually always just read the message out, so. Have to get food. Have a good night, and thank you for the amazing input idea. Can't wait for that to be a thing. No worries, dude. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for the idea. It's gonna make a cool project. Don't they gift for a reason? Well, I think some people's view on it is that they want to gift to support the channel and not always to be, or like, I don't know. Not what's the word? Altruistic. So this is the real event. We get event, data, so nothing failed, it just didn't seem to play it when it came through. Oh, you know what? Oh wait. It can't be that. Left my food in the car. Go get it. Event, data, username. Oh, this is so annoying that I can't like just have it there. Event, data, message. Tier. It is username, isn't it? It is username. Amount is the amount. We also have, we don't have gifted, so if it's not a gifted sub, maybe I should, maybe there was an error with that, but it would just show me, wouldn't it? How strange. Okay, I guess. Why is the canvas wobbling? I don't know why it does that in OBS. This is the OBS debug thingy. It always does that for some reason. The really annoying thing is I can't test this with the test alerts because the test alerts have different structures. So I don't even think I can do that. But this would just be null if it doesn't exist, right? if a key doesn't exist, or will it throw an error that it can't access so and so? And I guess we could test it, maybe. Undefined property? Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm just wondering why this didn't throw an error at all. Like, shouldn't it throw an error if something... Because obviously this code was looking for gifted, probably, and it couldn't find it. I'm thinking that's why it caused an error. Maybe OBS doesn't... maybe it just doesn't do that. Okay, I think this is what we should do. I think we should duplicate this event and emit it ourselves. Asahi! Thank you for the bits! I don't have any bit alerts right now, so that's kind of sad, but thank you! Just a small thank you for the widget? No worries, dude. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I'm glad you like it. If it's too small, by the way, you can always scale it up in OBS. Unfortunately, I don't think you'd be able to scale up on the editor itself, because just dragging the corners will not change the size of it, but I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh, I have some really cool ideas for sound effects, guys. So wouldn't it be best practice to check any yeah, I know. That's what, but I don't want to just repeat this. Can I just do this? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna duplicate the thing and emit it myself. Horn? No. So a lot of my stuff, I wouldn't say is inspired by, but I really like, or I'm kind of addicted. Not addicted, but just getting back into playing Splatoon. And like all the different colors and stuff is kind of rubbed off on the chat box. I'm using the Splatoon colors for the chat box. And just like the transition is like pretty bright Splatoon colors. Splatoon? What? I'm off to the gym, but I'll be back. Okay, cool. I never thought you'd go dark on us. What are you talking about? Splatoon is a lot of fun, Andrew. You take that back. Using these sound effects, I think, from that game would be pretty cool. So I did download a whole archive of them that someone ripped. So I think later we might go through that and see if we can pick out some good, cool sounding effects. Clearly I know how to adjust it in both OBS and Gaslights. Nice. Copy strike incoming. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We will be Gucci. Okay, let's do this. We're going to make a test. Oh, sub events. I guess I was so excited to see your stream that I left the food in the car. My streams aren't that exciting. They're possible, I guess. Oh, good. We have a bits. We have a real bits event as well. Thanks to Asahi, we'll be able to replicate that. So basically, it's just difficult in general to test with real events because of how the test events differ. So I think if we do copy this, we'll be able to. We can emit our own ones, and then we can just play around with that. So channel created at. Channel. What? You know, I'm gonna do this in here because I don't want to ruin anyone's. Oh god, why can't I make this dark theme as well? Oh, you can. Oh good, it didn't refresh it. I was gonna say, that would have been a very sad time. Why don't we make this like this as well? SE test events not matching the real ones? Kind of, I know, right? It's probably one of my biggest complaints. So this is XyloFreak's real sub-event. And this is the test one that I sent afterwards. Look how this differs. First of all, data itself is in data and not event. And you have this key called name instead of username. Username is XyloFreak and name is XyloFreak, so it's just misleading. I'm hoping they'll fix that, but who knows. So let's just take these events and then leave it at that. Const test sub event. So we'll hopefully be able to keep track of the different events that come through, and then we can emit our own ones, and then that way we have a structure that we can use reliably. We could probably make this its own, we could make like a mini web page maybe where we can send events. That's probably a bit too much, but oh. We could have like a control panel that we can send things from. Then we have data, which is username Xylo Greek. Amount is 1. Tier prime avatar Xylo Greek. Your long lost brother, probably. I figured I was more Mexican than Greek. Well, it's as good a day as any to learn about your true heritage. Provider is Twitch. So provider is basically just what the service is to do with. I don't think Stream Elements... I'm not sure if Stream Elements offers YouTube alerts at the moment. I know Streamlabs does. I think Stream Elements are working on it. I think the other one is Mixer that they do. Or do they do YouTube? I think they do actually. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just there so that they can do it in the future. They probably already do it. Oh, there's a way to copy it. I figured. You know what? I'm already almost done with this one. I'll do it for the next one. I'm pretty sure, isn't it just you can you... I don't know. I think there needs to be a more intuitive way of doing it. Okay, I think that's it for that one. And how do we do this from the other one? Oh, it is global variable. And then copy. Okay. Well, the fact that you had to show me a Stack Overflow page suggests that maybe you didn't know how to do it either. So this is a learning stream for both of us. I didn't know copy was a command either. I mean, a function. Clipboard is not enabled in hosted mode. Right. let's find out, I guess. That's a 5 icon. Oh, there it goes. So it did receive it and it logged it. But nothing happened. So what if I remove these from chat? Is that even actually... Event test? Oh, I'm sending it on event test and not a event. Maybe I can't submit events then. I do think I did try to send this on the actual event thing and it didn't work. Yeah, I don't think I can... I think I can only submit test events. Maybe we can copy this, how we're dealing with that, and then we can just have it here. Case, actually, you know what? Let's do case subscriber. Oh, wait a second. It's subscriber and not subscription. That's why it wasn't triggering this. I see, okay. So, that's kind of weird, but, you know, we'll roll with it. Let's just paste this whole thing. So these are pretty much all the test events, which is going to be Monk S, but you know, it's really the only way we can test it. Okay, it's still not coming through. Subscriber latest. Oh, because I'm looking for listener, aren't I? Oh, that's type. Okay, so I need to be looking for... okay, this. Still no? Oh, because I forgot to change the thing. Damn. See, this is just nonsense. That's nonsense, I say. Type, okay, and then the rest will be... Oh, I guess I have to change these. I wish I didn't, but you know, kinda have to. Let's remove these other ones for now. Okay. Okay, so that didn't... Okay, so that was without the gifted thing. So now what do we do? Event data... gifted... Then we also have gifted. If that exists, then we want to look for sender, otherwise null. possible. I just don't know what it'd be filling up to, is the problem. Unless it just fills up the whole way, but as a different color. But I don't think there's... I don't know. Maybe their name could be shiny or something. Or just like gold. Maybe their name could be gold. Future proof. I don't even know if I'll be streaming in a year's time. These are uncertain times. Well, if it takes 12 months for the full bar, it'll take... Well, yeah. But the point of the bar is that you go from badge to badge, you know? So, I don't know what people would really be aiming for the next one. Like, I could put in, like, custom badges, but it would be pretty meaningless since you never get them. Well, until we get partnered. Hashtag not happening. Gold, silver, gold, and platinum tier. 1 to 2 years. I don't know. Maybe what we can do is just have the months bigger. So how does it look at the moment? Oh wait, that's a new sub. Rip. Not gonna get months with that. Sahi recently subscribed for 2 months. Yeah, maybe we could have months appear in gold or something, and slightly bigger. I think that would just be the easiest thing for now, since we still have other alerts to work through. It probably doesn't make too much sense to spend ages on this. I do have the gift alert set up and ready to start going through, so we'll get started with that shortly. I'm not too sure what we should do for it. I was thinking the give please and take RNG emotes. Like the person who's giving can be give please. Take RNG. Will the bar continue on -1 month? What do you mean? Like, if I receive a -1 month as data, as an edge case, will I ever be sent a -1? I mean, if you're a sub for 7 months, will the line be drawn from 7, or will it start from 0 to 8? Okay, so this is the other problem. I wanted it to be from 7 to 8, so it kind of acts like progress, like you're going from the previous month to the next month. The problem is this scale is kind of hard to get when after you move past this 3-month mark, because from here to here it's fine, but then after here it gets progressively, you know, smaller, and then obviously after the 6-month mark you're going 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the scaling is kind of hard to get right. It would just be easier to go from 0 to whatever month you're at. But I don't know. It would look, I don't know which would look better, but it would definitely be, it would look cooler to start from 0 because it wouldn't glitch out. Have you just tried being better? No, I haven't actually. Funny you mentioned that. This from the man who didn't define his score as an integer before he started. Can you just have a grid and fill the grid according to your increment steps? I'm not sure. I don't think something like that exists. What I've done at the moment, which doesn't seem to work for 7 months, so let me test it again. You're stuck again? What's the problem? You don't have to worry about distracting us. So 2 months. It goes from 0 to 2, which is halfway. That makes sense. And then let me just submit a whole bunch of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this goes to 5. Off to 4. 5 is a bit past halfway, which makes sense. 6 should go to the 6 month one. It's not perfect. The size, it's not like, it's not really proportional. Can't get it to check if the game is over properly. It's supposed to be over when a player hits X score, but it doesn't work. Well, if you want, you can post a screenshot and we can take a look. It sounds like a case of just checking if the score is greater than so and so when you start a new game. It does work, but it works late. Oh, maybe you need to run it as early as you can, like when they start or when they end the game, when after you've rolled the dice or something like that. So your steps are 3, 6, 9, 12. It's 3, 6 and 12. There's no 9-month badge. End turn. If score is less than 20 or score 2 is less than 20 and turn is 1, then turn is 2. Well, here you're checking if turn is 1. If it's not 1, then I'm assuming it's 2. Oh, is this the player turn? Like who's playing? What player turn? So at the end of every turn you hit end turn and it should check if a player has won. Here's an example. Wait, I didn't get that. Oh, I can't pause it. Hit 30. Oh, I'll just read. Here's an example. Player 1 hits over 20, then it isn't until the next turn that it notices player 1 has won. So can't you do... Oh, because when you're doing end turn, you're checking this thing here, and then you have the next person's thing happening here. So wouldn't it make more sense to do the check? Because it looks like this if is happening, so it's doing all of this stuff before this stuff. It's not... Or is it just because it's... Wait a minute. It should be checking the second I click end turn. What a... Yes, but it's or, isn't it? So score 2 is less than 20. So it would still run this. It's like if one or... Player 2 hasn't gone yet, right? So player 2 score, their score is going to be less than 20, so it's going to run that. Another solution might be to have a progress bar be sized proportionally, like X. Oh, okay, yeah. That might be a way to do it. I don't know. I can't do an and on either because that wouldn't make sense. You could do... If... Has, So, why does it let the other person win if they haven't even gone yet? Like, shouldn't it work out both scores before somebody wins? What if the next person gets even higher than that? Shouldn't it wait until both people have gone? That way you can easily fill based on percentage. Yes, I guess. It should go to 100, 20 is just a small number so I can keep testing. But with this current logic it won't work with 100 either. Oh, hang on. Yeah. No, so... So player 1 goes first, they have 3 rolls. That's what they got 30. And then player 2 should get 3 rolls, right? And then after player 2 goes, it should then go to end turn. I mean, it should... Right now it's... So you could just check, that they have gone, Maybe you could make a flag. Or is that discouraged? So why does can player 2 go first? Does it matter? Does player 1 always go first? Player 2 can go first. No, okay. Player 1 always goes first. So when player 1 goes, then I'm guessing after they finish, why don't you change this so you can get rid of turn equals 1, because you don't need to set it back to 1 if the game is just going to be reset anyway. You can display player 2's score, and then you can check which one is greatest, or you can do the end here. It doesn't need to go back to player 1's turn, right? It's not ending the game, it's ending the turn. So I need it to get back to 1. So if neither person gets above 100, then it just goes back to player 1. Is that what you're saying? Or is it... I was under the impression it was the person who got the highest score. It just keeps going on forever until someone hits 100. Okay, so... if player 1 doesn't get 100... or if player 1 goes, and then player 2 goes... and then if neither person gets above 100, then it goes back to player 1, and then it just keeps going until... someone wins. Let me explain the game. You get 3 rolls. The highest score per roll is added. Okay. Makes sense. So the highest you can get in one turn is 18. Yeah. Because 9 times 3. Not 9 times 3, 6 times 3. Wow. Math. I was thinking of 9 as in 9 on the die face. Next person goes, and it goes on forever until someone gets 100. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So is it the first person to get to 100, or does it wait until both players have gone? Because they go in pairs, right? So if, for instance, if it starts another round and player 1 gets more than 100, does it wait for player 2 to go, and then if they get more than 100, then it's a tie? Otherwise, the first person to start would have an advantage, wouldn't they? I mean, I guess if I say yes, then my problem is fixed. Well, I don't know. I feel like it should wait for both players to go. It should do each round as a pair, because then otherwise... Like here. Well, not... I don't know. I don't know. Oh god, we've been dropping frames. Maybe... You fucked up your code somewhere? Oh no. RIP. I kinda want to do the proportional bar, but... I don't know if that would make looking... If that would make going to 3 months seem... not that impressive. What? Did it get corrupted? No, why? My stuff. I needed that. I don't think I backed it up either. Oh, I did. Thank God I backed it up. Let's try doing that. It's probably, I think it's an old copy, but you know, we'll have to go with it. Let's try drafts restored. I hope there isn't corrupted. Please don't be corrupted. Oh, it's there. We survived. Always back up, kids. I'm gonna copy these back over to here. Why is it corrupted? I'm curious now. Whoops. What if I did 2 checks like if turn is 1 and score is greater than 100, or if turn is 0? 2, do you mean? And score is greater than 100. I guess it depends what you're trying to get from it. Like, that wouldn't let you determine who the winner was. I guess if you just wanted to end the game. You could do... What about if turn is 2, which means that player 1 has gone, and then brackets, so like this. If turn is 2 and either score 1 is greater than 100 or score 2 is greater than 100. So the first person has gone and the second person has gone, and one of the scores is greater than 100. Maybe? Because then you know somebody has won. Then you could just check if score 1 is greater than 100, then player 1. Or if score 1 is greater than score 2 and greater than 100. Alright, what were we doing? So I want to look at why this is corrupted. Oh, that doesn't look good. How do I check for differences? Oh, you know what? Let's not even bother. I was gonna check about the difference between the two files because I'm pretty sure they should be identical, but apparently they're not. I'm just gonna replace this. What do you think of my GIF, please? I'm trying to vectorize it. It's not perfect at the moment. I need to put some more gradient on it, but here's my attempt. Looks like an existing emote. It is an existing emote. I'm thinking of using it for my for the sub thing. Take RNG is just the opposite, isn't it? It's just flipped. Or am I tripping? There's no difference, is there? Yeah, it just looks flipped. So we're already halfway there. They are flipped, that is the difference. Well, true. If you're being anal about it. Yeesh. Okay. Open. I'm so glad I made that backup. I've been pretty bad with backups. I was on a food break when I wrote that. So how do we do this? I guess we could define... Actually, I also up these up in, I up those in, Animate, so I can change that myself when I get back there. So we'll say this is, I guess, this is 1 month. I don't think this is really gonna work. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what if we compress that all down? Are these the same? 993. 993, yes, okay. And then 3 months, so 3 months would be back here. Let me make copies of these. And then, so... Wait, no. Oh, it depends, I guess it depends how I'm classifying it. So this would be 1, 2, 3. I guess 3 would be back here then. Uh, 4, 5, 6 would be over here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, is that right? 1, 2. No, this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. That means I guess I can get rid of one. We can move them up slightly. I do not want to do this fucking G... I want. Why did I want to say G sharp? C sharp assignment. I think I've learned through trial and error that I'm going to be a web dev and not a software dev. I think I'm with you on that one. What do we think about this bar though? Or are we just apathetic about it? It's so miserable. Oh no, I didn't undo. Oh wait, I moved it, didn't I? Rip, don't undo. I can move these back now. You know what? That kind of actually looks not too bad. So this would just go up to here for 2 then, I guess. Like to here. Then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh god. Why is that doing that? I guess we'll do that then. This is potentially going to be Monk S, so I'm gonna make a quick backup so that things don't get wrecked. Okay. So what are you doing here? Okay, so I separated... Oh no, I separated these out. I called this, what? Sub-badges... Maybe I need to just move them. Oh no, because I split them up. Oh no, okay. So this can stay the same. These are the things that need to move, so I should just be able to move them, but I don't have any reference point, so let's do this. Paste this in, and then we'll just try and scale them up and move them. This guy's voice is really helping with the whole I don't want to do this assignment thing. Hold on. Oh, interfaces. Yuck. I'm doing that a little at the moment. I need to hear this voice though that you speak of. Why can't I hear him? Ah. He sounds like this, by the way.
This will work absolutely fine because this is the collection of string array, and in string class
it's not your volume, it's him. Gotcha.
That's why it's working absolutely fine without any error. But in case of complex types, just delete this one because this was for demonstration only.
He's
In case of complex type, like I got a employee class here.
I mean, a lot of Indians are very soft spoken. I'm not making any assumptions. Oh, here's the twist. What if I told you that's still better than my C# prof? The one that comes in teaching drunk? Yeah, I can see that. Why is this 22? Okay, you know what? Let's just do that. No! I need to have this up here instead. Okay, so I need to move these out of the way, clearly. And then this needs to be... Oh, it's still... Okay, I'll just scale it up and then I'll just put them with each other. Oh, wait. Whoops. Ignore that. I'll take Sleepy Saroj instead of Drunk Dave. Wait, this isn't gonna work because it's not even... Saroj was my totally not racist idea of an Indian name that starts with an S. It's similar to... I know, Suraj is the name, I think. It's funny because I do the, so basically my university does this, outreach. Well, it's not really an outreach thing, but it's like I'm like a... How do you say? Like it's not really ambassador, more like there's this live chat thing that you can do, and it's not really live, but you can send messages as an applicant to the university, and I'm one of the people that you can contact, and I would say 80 to 90% of the messages I get are applicants from India, so you know. It's not super stereotypical. Isn't Steve a typical Indian name? It is when I call Microsoft. Mentor, peer mentors. Well, I'm not really mentoring anyone. It's more just like they can ask questions about the course, accommodation, finance, stuff like that, and then I give my unbiased opinion. Oh, this was pasted in the right place. Okay. So I can just move these up. Like that. That still doesn't scale properly. Why is that? Oh, because this is like this. Oh, you know what? We don't even need that. But we do for this. Why is it not scaling to the... Why is it going like that? That doesn't make sense. Thought you were onto something? I know, so did I. It's not going around the right... Oh, wait. I think I know why. No. That's not it either. That's the middle. That's the middle. Align to stage? What does that do? You might be right. Maybe that's... Okay, never mind. It basically just aligns it to the relative stage, I guess. Maybe it's this corner that I need to put this on. It's not even going to the like exact spot though. That's so annoying. Let me undo all of this. You just grab the center point after scaling. I don't know. Last time, for these ones, I'm pretty sure I can just do this. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Literally all I did for those ones was just... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's these. Wait, I could have sworn I did that. Why did it not? Why did it reset? Maybe it reset when I turned it into a symbol. Well, we don't need to concern ourselves with that. I'm gonna delete these because I don't want to have the scale greater than 100 just in case I need to animate these later. It will kind of screw with the animation, so I'll just move these. Not even in the... That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Do you use Ajax? As in like... Ajax calls? Yes. That is what the chat box is doing all the time. It's making an Ajax call to the Twitch API to get the profile picture. Ajax Amsterdam franchise? I don't know what that is. Oh, oh okay. Right. It's a soccer team. Well, that's... LBY. Okay, I think I can delete the end ones now, and I can delete this bar in the middle. That's all relative now. Or should I say football? We don't even spell it like that, okay. The guy from Canada knows more about soccer than the guy from the biggest soccer nation in the world. What are you talking about? We don't have soccer here. I think you're mistaken. Something is amiss. This one is too... Some of these are too high. Wait a minute. No, I didn't want to do that. I do want to align them to each other. It's incorrect. Yeah, stuff is misaligned, that's what I'm trying to fix. I think I can just change the X on this though, the Y, sorry. I don't know which one is correct though. I think the blue one is correct. Yeah, that was the odd one out. I don't know why that was. Okay, should all be okay now. Does that look weird? Can't really tell. I've looked at it too much. Football is a different sport. Alright, calm down. I was gonna say a football name, but I don't know any. Messi. Isn't that a football name? I'm pretty sure it is. Does Wayne Rooney still play football? Does it look weird? Kinda, but this is like also yes. True. Wayne plays in America now? Does he? Traitor. Okay, so I guess I don't need that thing. So I had a helper function up here. I can reuse the helper function, but I can calculate a new place to go to. Where is it? Here, get progress width depending on number of months. Let me duplicate this, and I'll call this one old. Just as a backup for now. Get progress width, so depending on the number of months, we need to return a width, so basically a target to go to. So, and then also, so this will be in pixels, and the previous, which will be also in pixels, and I believe 255 is the full amount, so I guess we can just do a percentage of that. I think we need to minus... Okay, so the weird thing is that obviously 1 month, it's not a... No, I don't know. 1 month is a new sub, so they don't get the resub bar. The resub only happens for 2 months and more. I guess I need to minus 1 to start at 0. Sub months needs to minus 1, right? I shouldn't be giving up on this code this early, but I'm so burnt out today. You should take a break. Eat a banana or something. Drink maple syrup. You're burnt out. You're burnt out. I had my interview at 9:30. I've been seated in this chair since then. Go for a walk. That usually helps. It's raining right now. I'm not really looking forward to packing up and leaving, but... Okay, so I don't need a if and else for each one of these. I'll blow your brains out. Man, I miss you and NG playing Battalion together. Fuck that game. Well, it wasn't about the game, it was just about you playing together. I could care less about the game. Couldn't care less. The game made NG happy, so I watched it for that. And now NG kinda doesn't like it anymore. I wonder if more than 7 people still play. You know the funny thing? The game has received a lot of, like, all the supporters that used to rave about it have kind of just gone off of it now. Like, I don't think regularly on Twitch Italian. No one's streaming right now. Yikes. I think it's unfortunately in the ground. At least they're getting there. So we need a percentage, right? So we'll do sub months -1. So if they're a 2-month sub, oh, we should start with the previous one. Dropping frames, am I? Probably. I am. You're back in time for lag, Silo Freak. Welcome back, by the way. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can still hear me, let me know. God, I'm going down to like 0. Why does this happen? Let's just say 2. Okay, that seemed to work. And then 3, 5. I will do 4. Wait, what? God, it went to the right thing, but then it went to the wrong starting amount. So what happened there? 4 minus 2 is 2. Divide 11. Why did it... Oh, wait a minute. I think it's because of the scale. I need to fix the scale. So actually, we don't need an entire other function for that. Let me just do this instead. So the starting amount is this. So where I have const here, I don't need that. Const progress width, and then scale. Okay, so it's a scale. I don't need to set the scale anymore. Scale can just be left alone. And then we should be okay. I don't know if maybe we need to change the other things, but hopefully we should be alright. Maybe? Don't know. What is the square root of -1? I don't know, actually. What is it? I. Oh. As in an imaginary number? Is that what it is? If I remember correctly. I didn't do maths in thingy, but I do remember my friend who was doing maths telling me about that. I always found that funny. Imaginary numbers. As opposed to real numbers, which are a thing. That was the joke I was saying earlier in the Sahi stream? Oh, was it? I is imaginary. I must have missed that. I'm kind of glad I didn't take maths for further than I did. I was satisfied. I'm satisfied with my relationship with maths. It's all in your head. Monka S. You like maths? It's a cool subject. But it is difficult. So I will be okay. Oh, I don't think I can change the width. I don't think I can animate the width. I think I can only do scale. So maybe I do need to set the scale. Okay, let's try it. So this will be the starting amount. And then can I do... Where am I doing? Here we go. This is the progress bar animating in. So instead of changing the scale of X, I should do width be -1. Might be why I try to make logical things happen. Yeah, I'd say a lot of things that you, the subjects that you enjoy do influence how you think and stuff like that. Just ignore that. Which alert are you working on? I was going to be working on a gift alert, but I feel like that's probably not happening now. So, kind of a misleading title. I'm fixing the sub alert. The resub, sorry. Yeah, I can't change the... So I can give it the full amount, which is -1, and then I can do root sub main. I can do shape dot scale x equals the drop frames hit again. Oh, rip. If you miss, you may. Oh, I forgot to change the scale again. What is happening now? Why not keep the scale as a constant and center the text with a max size? So the only thing that changes is the amount of characters for the name. I think we're stable now. How do you mean? Keep the scale as a constant and center. That's weird. Why is it doing that? Let me open this up. How do I do that? Scale, shape to scale. I am doing that then. Maybe I need to do it before the fact. Let me break out my calculator real quick. So my alerts, I use a max set of characters for Twitch username, and then it gets replaced when the alert goes off. Size doesn't change, but the name does, and it always stays centered because I've set it on a centered paragraph. Which one do you mean for the bar filling up? Well, we tried to make it a percentage. We're making the bar proportional to months, which should make it proportional. Are you on the bar? Yeah, so just basically getting the bar to fill up depending on the number of months. The name should be okay though. Has it been off-centered? It should be centered. I think we fixed that. Don't pay attention to me. Don't worry about it. I thought you were trying to scale the name. Oh no. So the bar, I'm trying to make it go from. So if you're a 2-month sub, then I want it to go from the first month, so here, to 2. Unfortunately, I can't animate the width itself, but I can animate the scale. So I'm trying to work out how to get a proportional scale, and then just scale it up to the full amount. So the difficulty at the moment is working out the scale it has to be at in order to be at the previous month. So if I was a 5-month sub, I would be going from 4 to 5. But since I can't just change the width, I have to work out the scale that it has to be here instead of here. Then I can scale it up to the full amount. So usually that would be something like 0.8 or 0.9 or something like that. Just shy of 1, which would be the full scale. So I just need to figure out how that would be. Sub-months is 2. So if it was 5, for instance, 5 divide, or 5. Why don't we do this? We have a calculator right here. Okay, that's a terrible scale. So this clearly doesn't work. Oh, maybe it's... maybe that's what I was doing wrong. So if I make this 1 and make this 2, yeah, that would be incorrect. This fairly easy in an animate timeline, but manipulating it in code the way you're doing right now is unfortunate, unknown to me. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Because I know Scribbly does a lot with his timeline. He can do some pretty cool things. Unfortunately, didn't start out that way, so it was just easier for me to start with code. In some ways, I do regret it because it looks like it's super easy to just animate using the timeline. Is that the right amount? It doesn't look like it. Let's try 5. So it should go from... Oh, it kind of works. So if I wanted to go to 6 now... 6 should go to the badge and unlock it. And then 7. Let's just submit 8 as well. See, it's super close though. I feel like there's some discrepancy between... I don't know. Should all be proportional. Because it's the same bar now. Maybe I'm just attuned to seeing it differently. 10. Yeah, it's always starting at the same amount at least, which is good. Yeah, you know, I think I'll take it. I think I'll take it. And then 12 will go the whole way. Yup, I'll take it. We'll just go with that. Could animate the milestones? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe when you get to a badge, it should... a circle could emanate from it. It could just be like... it could grow and then fade out. Or something like that. So I don't need this anymore. Set previous scale. I don't need this. I'm keeping this rect so that I have a reference for drawing rectangles, because that's always useful. It's probably a bit too late to start the sub alert now, so I guess, I mean the sub gift, so let's change that. I think what I'll do is just add some extra animation for the sub alert, the resub alert, and then we'll do gifts tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow because I don't have any class on Thursday. You're doing all this in JS with Tweemax, yes, that is correct. Tweemax is awesome. Maybe a different shade of green when adding the new value would look good. How do you mean? Like the bar changing color? I tried using actions Tweemax, now I realized it didn't work with ActionScript. Doesn't it? I could have sworn it does. You do need to download their AS3 version. They have an old version that's archived on their site. somewhere. Tweenmax AS, I think. You'd have to download something separately and then import it like this. Because that's actually how I started with the thing. But I don't know. It didn't load. Oh, I see. I'm not sure. The new step with a slightly different color. I don't know. Because we know that it starts from the old amount, the previous month. I want to kind of make these shiny, these badges. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We already have a lot of things that are shining. It's probably not a good idea. I would have to make masks for each of them as well. I do kind of want to make them... There's nothing here that I need, do I? Okay, delete that. Don't need an extra layer. I found my way around it. Nice. Nothing like solving a problem. Also, I need to change the colors on these. Oh, rip. I need to make these like this. It's very minor, but it was bugging me. There we go. They're all the same color as the bar now. I'm gonna skip the extra animation for now. I want to add the 12-month, greater than 12-month animation, because at least we'll have that out of the way, and then we can always come back and add extra animations in a bit if I'm up to it. My class begins at 2 today, so I have a bit of time. Okay. Let me delete the other thing because we don't need it now. So we don't need these helper functions, which is these two. Let me check that I don't make any references to them anywhere else. Okay. And so, resub, this is where we do the bar. So I guess I shouldn't set up the bar, so the progress bar setup is basically here, it will animate out the months. Which I don't think we should do. We want the months to be gold. Unfortunately, I can't do that on a timeline because we're generating the text dynamically. That's the only way to get the this cool outline effect. You can't do that otherwise, in this canvas at least. You can apply a drop shadow It doesn't look so great though. So I need to, well, we can do some cool animations still with Tween Max. I'm wondering if there are any other libraries out there that would be able to do canvas animations. There probably are. The outlines on the bees are different. Oh, you're right. This one's kind of, it's not really up in the corner. I'm not sure why that is, because I'm pretty sure I copy pasted the same thing. I wonder if it moved. They look the same over here. Maybe it moved. I just didn't notice. Let me copy this back over. What is it? New sub. Does it look like that when we get a new sub, or does it look proper? It probably doesn't. Oh, it's new sub that I need to change. Yeah, so maybe new sub moved or something, I don't know. Should be up there though. That is this X. And then the scale, this one needs to go. Oh, this doesn't even have a thing to move to, so it's fine. And that should still run the animation. Cool. Oh, now I'm wondering if we should have offset these slightly so that the thing on these was slightly up in the corner like this. I don't think that would look as good though. Kind of works for text, not really for the things. Too much offsetting. Let's do this then. So don't animate the progress bar if oh, but that means I need to generate a different color of text. Oh, I can do that here. So let's do a quick thing here. If sub, I can do a ternary here instead of having to make a whole if statement. So if sub months is greater than 12, then we want a nice gold color. Otherwise, it's just gonna go to this light bluish. What's a good gold color? I don't know. Like this. We should probably change the scale as well. For the months. No, we need to move it down slightly. Let's just see if it changed color first of all. Ooh, there we go. And we need to fix that obviously, to get rid of that. We don't need to animate the thing out. Okay, so maybe we can have months scale up. I really want to add a shine onto this months as well, but it's not impossible. It's just I don't know if it would be intensive. No, maybe I'll save that for a different stream. We need to animate the Y going down, because if it's going to be scaling up, then it's going to bump into stuff above it. Okay, it's not going to animate out, we need to animate it out as well. What do we call this? It's it's not I'll just say months close up? No, not months close up. Focus months, we'll just do that. And then we need to animate stuff out. So the background, the flavor, and the name, and then we also need the months. So I think I should be able to just make this common down here. There's a global out, and then these will only happen if they're part of the thing, because the name and resub flavor will always be there. Months is gotta go. I can just paste this actually. Months. 0.2. Actually call it golden months. Progress bar out. Months out. I think we need to change the gold slightly. Kind of a weird-ish color. There we go. It's a bit of a darker one. Satan, what's up? Just submit any random one. Oh, it's still doing it. Oh, did I not? Weird. Oh, it's still doing it. I'm working on this right now. Papers, please. Isn't that a game? Oh. It's another code game. Your task is to create a constructor functional class and a set of instance methods to perform the task of a border checkpoint inspection officer. The methods you will need to create are as follow. Let me guess, you're doing this in chicken? Seems like a cool challenge. I wouldn't doubt it. Just saying. I'll add Object-Oriented Programming to Assembly one day. The chat animation is looking... ooh. Yeah, I upped it to 60 FPS. Or the stream. So I'm streaming at 60 FPS now. It's because most of the animations were running at 60, but I was streaming at 30, so... RIP. But yeah, now everything should be at 60. Which is neat. A lot of stuff broke yesterday because I forgot to change the intermission and ending screens. Oh, and the starting screen. But that I changed that all after I ended, so... RIP. Everything breaks every day. True. True. I'm getting Craigasm from this wickedy new chat animation. It's not new, you've seen it before. The different, is that really that much of a difference? Why does it keep doing that? Wait, am I even getting the right thing? I need to know. I need to see if it's doing this. Or if it's doing this. Sub. Go. 1. 35. It should have gone to 1. I'm gonna get pizza rolls. Nice. You know the rules. You've got to share when you get back. Kappa. Why did it go to there? Oh! Right, I'm a dummy. Forget it. I was thinking of something else. I don't need to follow your rules. Right. That's true, I suppose. Feels bad, man. Okay. Did you see, wait, are you still here? Wait, what number of months was that? Didn't see it. Rip. Oh, did it not end? Why isn't it ending? Oh god, that animation. I forgot to change the Y as well. And it doesn't seem to... Oh, shape is not defined again. But I'm checking if that exists. Oh, doesn't exist. Well... How do I get around that? Shape is not defined. But... It might not... Do I just have to... make a... thing? I don't want to make a reference to it if I don't have to. You know? I could make a separate timeout for it, but that would just be... annoying. Hmm. I guess I would just have to make a reference to it then. Even though I don't really want to. Also, I should fix the scaling. Did you get your pizza rolls? Did you? I was gonna ask you. Did you see Charlie streaming the other day? Just out of nowhere. Came back. What was that about? Where has he been? I was like, Poggers. I dropped by to say hi, but he was having a nap. And then he didn't pick up the stream later, so I don't know if he finished that thing. He sets a lot of hard deadlines for himself. It's difficult, I imagine. Scale, where am I doing scale? Oh, here. I came in like five-ish hours. I managed to say hi to him earlier, but I was streaming at the time, so I just dropped him a message whilst I was on the intermission. And, oh wait, I'm wrong thing. And then, unfortunately, when I came back, he had left, so that was sad. Well, not left, but gone to sleep and then didn't come back. Don't be sad. But we haven't seen him in forever. 50 months? Whoa. That was a tight looking animation. 50. And probably should plus just 20 maybe, and I should probably do ease out instead of ease in. Or I could do ease in and out. Go retrieve your pizza roll. I can't believe there's a pizza roll Odyssey. Really? Or Assassin's Creed. I feel like that lingers. I don't know if that lingers way too long. Then it's not really fair if other resubs are like. Need something to fill the gap. Man, I could go for some pizza rolls right now. Oh, maybe it's this. And then what if I do rotation slightly? And then increase the delay 6 and 8. Do rotation minus. Well, rotation set to 20 or 10. This is probably going to look terrible. But oh well. You know what? We should probably set it back to 0. Is it maybe a pizza Odyssey? I don't know. Probably. Oh no, that's... No, thank you. I was doing a 4 Caillou a bit ago. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. So just like a coding challenge. And how was it? Okay. 7. Oh, rip. It was easy. So the Papers, Please one is a 3, then how is that? Okay, I kind of like that subtle animation. Maybe we can make the scale go up a bit. 2.1 or 2.5. Y 2.5. And then set it back to 2.2. And then have it go back to just regular old 1 or 1.5. So kind of like I don't know. It's literally just translating a simple math equation to code. Oh, okay. I don't know. Who rates them? I mean, like, difficulty? Or is it just the person themselves who's submitting the challenge? The admins? Oh, okay. Maybe it was his weak spot. Maybe he doesn't like math equations. Oh no, I closed the wrong thing. Oh, never mind. I don't need it. Um... Maybe I can get rid of this when it grows. I don't think I need that. Then I don't need to ease it out either. It'll just go into the next animation. This has a sigma, that's hard maths. Or I don't know. I think I'll just maybe stick with that. I can't really think of how else I should animate this. Maybe make it go up less, but then go up instead of down. "35 months." You know what I can do? I can set the rotation when I'm animating it upwards. Then I can make it -3, 3, and then 0. So, kind of like... I wonder how it would look if I set this back to normal. So -20 and scale down. Ah, that didn't do what I thought it would do. And also this isn't really doing its job. Oh, because I scaled up to... okay. Oh, I think I actually added in the elastic effect now, so this is probably going to be Monka S. Oh, not too bad actually. What if I... I probably shouldn't add the easing. This would be a good effect for when I add in the sound effects, because I can time it up with the thing. The actual sound effect itself. I kind of like that. Let's see how it looks on the main screen. Maybe we should offset the outline a little. A bit more, I should say. Let's do that. Offset 1.5. Cool, I kind of like it. So that only happens if the person's been subbed for more than 2 months. I mean, not 2, 12. Wow, I'm getting to that stage, huh? I should probably eat this banana. It's been sitting here. I'm gonna be right back real quick. I'm back. What kind of assignment was it? Was it the Papers, Please one? Or a related one? I'm not sure. I think we'll just stick with this. This is the description. He also told me to do it in Go. The two components are home and a suitcase, and a bunch of items were in home with a pack me button next to it. It would move the suitcase and the button would change to unpack me. You could toggle it back and forth harder than it looks. Updating spread using spread operators. At home and suitcase array in state with all the items in home array. Suitcase was an empty array to start. If you clicked a pack me, it would filter the home array and return the items that were not the item I selected. The suitcase array would be filled with everything in my suitcase array plus the new item. So just moving stuff between two arrays or something? Not really sure I understand what the task was. I don't really know Go either, so well, it doesn't seem very well defined. I don't know. What was he doing on stream? Was he doing that, or does he just give out random challenges to people? He says the interviewers gave it to him. The interviewers that gave it to him said that most people gave up on it. Oh. Not sure. Is Go similar to JavaScript? Because... no, it's not. Okay, well I'm mostly thinking of JavaScript solutions, but... it's like C and Python. Oh, okay. I don't know. And also, this thing has broken, like I thought it would. Oh, right. I need to build in a thing for that. Maybe we should fix that real quick. I think I'll do that before I head off. So, since I'm getting session information from Stream Elements, every time I use the Stream Elements button to test events, it changes the stream info, and because it uses fake names, every time I look up the fake name on the Twitch API to get their display name, it doesn't exist, so looks like it just breaks. I'll start shutting this down, so I don't need that. Who did this? So we have a problem 138. That's where we're getting the display name. So I guess maybe we should just stop, or just store the old name to fall back on in case something breaks. Because I'm going to be testing a lot of Stream Elements stuff, and sending the test events is going to break or mess with these thing a lot, so that's not a good idea. Or I could just have it not listen to the test events. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I'm going to do that after stream because that involves repacking things. So actually, I think I'll call it here. It's coming up to 5, so probably a good time to stop anyway. Regular expression for binary numbers divisible by n. I'm not going to even click on that, just for the regular expression facts, but yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, so I'm heading off. Hope everyone has a good night. I'll probably be on tomorrow, and hopefully we can get started with the gift sub alert, which we were meaning to do today, but hey, we have other priorities as well. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you, Satan, Xylofreak, anyone else who's lurking. And yeah, have a great day tomorrow.